back to the ENDER podcast. We are here. We're back. We got Casey. I'm Danny. We play in the band ENDER.
We do.
It's been quite a while since we've...
We don't even know what we're doing right now.
It's been a while since we've sat here. Probably been about 6 months, to be honest with you.
6 months.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
You know, sirens happened last night, too, during Sal's sit down. What the fuck?
They're coming to get you.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a lot's happened in 6 months, personally. Outside the band, inside the band. Everybody's going through shit. But you moved.
I did.
You moved out of Rutherford.
I moved out of Rutherford.
And you moved to Elmwood Park.
Elmwood Park.
And how's that going?
Isn't that your place of...
I was going to mention. Yeah, me and Sal grew up there. That's where I met
the
Sal.
old East Patterson.
Yeah, East Patterson. If you look at the manhole covers in the streets, it still says East
Does
Patterson.
it?
Yeah.
Really? I'm going to look for that now.
Yeah. Nice little tip.
Okay.
Have you eaten anywhere inside Elmwood Park yet? I mean, you've eaten at that steakhouse back in the day, right?
Well, yeah, the Twisted Elm. That place is no longer anymore. But they're doing a lot of work on it now, so it seems like they're opening something new.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is going on. It looks very white on the inside.
Interesting.
So they've been doing work on it, at least that's as far as I know.
Wasn't it called like Paul Bunyan's or something back in the day?
No, that was in Lodi or Garfield.
Oh, so what was that called back in the day? It was called something else when I was growing up there.
Twisted Elm?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Have you eaten Taste of Italia yet?
Mm-hmm.
It's on Elm Street.
Sorry, I have eaten somewhere in Elmwood Park, but
Yeah,
I've eaten.
that happens.
But it's been, it was earlier before I moved there.
Yeah.
Blue 42.
Oh yeah, Market Street. It's a good place,
Dude.
Yeah, that's a great place.
Anybody in North Jersey that wants wings, they have 150 or 70 different wing sauces.
Damn.
Yeah.
How many have you had?
2. I'm not trying to try all of them either.
Yeah.
Because my ass would be gone.
It's just gonna go away. Your
gone.
ass is gonna go.
Just be gone.
Look at this little love bug over here. He always gets so happy when everybody comes over.
Yeah.
He loves the company, but when you guys leave, he just goes to sleep.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, we also don't see him very often.
Yeah. How's your dog doing? How's Foxy?
Well, the last you heard, obviously, she had a seizure.
Yeah.
So she's been on seizure meds, and then took her to the vet. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
You know they were talking about that.
What are you doing?
What is this? Dunkin' Donuts?
Such a whore, my dog.
ASMR.
Oh my lord.
Go ahead. Anyway, so yeah, so she had a seizure. It was really scary. When I first moved in, actually, into the new place, we were sleeping, and yeah, she was yelping.
Mm-hmm.
She started just having convulsions,
Yeah,
and
it's scary,
just
man.
lost control of her whole body. She was shitting and peeing everywhere.
Yeah.
Probably one of the scarier moments in my life.
Can you do this somewhere else?
He's getting jealous that we're talking about my dog.
Christ! Every time we do a podcast, the animals like to get involved.
It's okay. We're an animal-friendly band.
We are very.
If you don't like animals, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you.
Just to let you know.
So what have you been listening to lately? Any new bands, or are you stuck in anything old?
I've been listening to a lot of Walls and Jericho after the show.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Definitely getting into the Starland show.
The one album that I've been really, really listening to from front to back when I'm at work is "No One Can Save You from Yourself." If you haven't heard that record from Walls of Jericho, go listen to it now.
So, I mean, good segue into talking about the Starland show.
Yeah.
What a night, dude.
That was awesome.
Oh, man.
I had so much fun.
Yeah. How was it from start to finish for you?
Start was fine, I guess. I mean, loading in, you guys made fun of my sunglasses, so I wasn't super happy about that. But I made fun of Sal's hat too, so I guess I kind of had it coming.
Yeah, funny little interaction outside between Sal and Casey. They're just going at it.
He wears his Bass Pro Shops hat, and he's never been to Bass Pro Shops before.
It's bass. It's bass Pro Shops.
He doesn't even play bass. But he's never been to the store, and
so where'd he get the
I
hat
don't know
from?
if he even fishes either.
I don't think Sal goes fishing.
Like, I don't understand. And then he made fun of my circular sunglasses.
Yeah.
Because I look like John Lennon, apparently. But they're stylish, you know.
They felt pretty cheap. Were they from the dollar store?
They're from
Five Below.
Kohl's. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, nothing crazy.
Yeah. But what a good show, man. Like, listen, like, to be asked to play a show like that, like, since we were, you know, It Dies Today and Trustkill handpicked the bands for the night.
Yeah.
To be asked is just, like Sal mentioned it before, he was like, you know, it's a surprise that we get asked to play these shows.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely a shock to us when you said, dude, we just got offered this show.
Yeah.
With all of these awesome bands, and I go,
dude, these bands
you're
are just
fucking
like,
lying.
These bands are just all like iconic.
Yeah. I mean, I've been listening to It Dies Today and This Is Hell for a long time. This Is Hell's Sundowning record was one of my favorite hardcore records for a long time. So naturally, one of the songs that they played, that was the only song I actually pitted to, which was fun.
You pitted at the show?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
For one song.
One song? Usually you get hurt in pits.
Yeah, not this time.
You
I didn't throw out my back or broke my hand or break my forearm.
Didn't we go on tour and you had a broken hand, or was it just a show you had to play?
No.
With an arm? I remember you were injured and
Didn't Joe have like a broken hand?
Maybe, I don't know.
I feel like Joe had
Or
a
were you
broken hand.
recording and you had an injured hand?
We were recording Belial.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So the one part that's like I don't know, that was me.
The only
with
part
cast.
the only part you played on the song.
That was me with the cast. The clanging of the cast on the strings was.
Yeah, you got to stop moshing, dude.
I don't really anymore.
Like, remember we talked about when you got into that fight in upstate New York at that show, and it was Sal got involved, and
Oh yeah, I mean,
it just never ends well for
but
you.
I didn't mean for that to happen though.
Well, no.
The guy just hit. What was his name?
I don't remember. Yeah. That was like 7 months ago that we talked about it.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised you pitted, man. Like, dude,
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
everybody
one song.
there.
One song.
I think the general age that was there was kind of like our age range.
Yeah, ish.
You know?
I mean, there was some younger, there was much older, and there was. Yeah, I would say probably like 25 to 40 was the average age.
It was a good turnout, even though, like, you know, we didn't have the full amount for us because we opened.
Yeah.
You know, what are you going to say? Who's going to play before us at that show? Nobody. Not one of those bands.
Not it.
No, only us. It was just, we're grateful to even be there.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have to pay to get in.
Which is good.
I mean, for me, that night was 18 Visions.
Yeah.
I'm a big 18 Visions guy, and It Dies Today.
Naturally.
I like the other bands too, but it kind of opened my eyes and my ears more to Walls of Jericho after that night.
They were fucking unreal.
They really were. And I was just like, holy crap, the energy is insane.
Yeah. Might I add, they're very nice people.
Very nice people. Like, they hung out with us after and took some Ender merch.
Yep.
Very sweet people.
I saw the guitar player. He wore our long sleeve at the show after that. I think it was in Boston
Oh, nice.
or somewhere in Massachusetts, but
Yeah.
he ended up wearing the long sleeve, which was
That's
nice
awesome,
of him
man.
for sure.
That's really cool. Dude, the singer's energy is insane.
Yeah,
What's,
she's great.
what's her name?
Candace. Yeah, she's awesome, man.
Like I told Sal, I was like, you watching her made me pissed. Like, in a good way. Like, I'm fucking pumped up.
She,
pissed.
her lyrics are very meaningful, too. They're not just, full of fluff like some of these guys are. They hit, they have, like, kind of like our new lyrics. They have meaning behind them.
Well, a lot of people think hardcore bands are just like, fuck you, fuck this place.
Well, some are,
The Walls of Jericho.
Yeah.
The Walls of Jericho is like OG.
Oh, yeah.
Like they've been around for like, 30 years or something.
No, not 30. I don't think 30.
Dude, definitely hasn't been
30?
that long. Oh, Casey doing her research. Here we go.
No, I don't think it's 30, but it's close to that.
The one thing I'll tell you about Starland, that show, is when I was setting the drums up, I usually set up in front of the headliner's kit, which is on the riser. So when I started to set the kit up, the sound guy's like, no, on the riser.
No,
and I was like, whoa, really? Like me? Me play drums on the drum riser? Dude, I'm probably never playing the drum riser again.
You never know.
Well, I played there like 4 times, 5 times maybe. And it's
Never
always
on the riser.
Never on the riser.
Really?
Because that's where like usually the headlining bands have their kit set up.
Well, when you played before, who headlined?
El Nino.
No.
Freak?
Yeah.
Emo Night Karaoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had all their stuff backlined. And it was only our 2 bands. So we just set up in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I was so surprised. We had a lot of room on that stage that night.
Yeah, we did.
I was really shocked.
It was awesome.
And the staff treated us so well.
Yeah.
All the bands were nice.
Yep.
No egos in the room, man.
Every band was very, very respectful.
Really? It was a good time, man.
They came up to us after our set, too, which was very nice. They didn't have to do that. And, say you guys were great,
Yeah.
Very happy to be playing with you, which, having bands of that stature come up to you it's awesome, man.
I'm listening to some of those bands in high school.
Yeah, same.
And for them to come up to me and tell me good set, I'm like,
I remember listening to Caitiff Choir sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
Front to back all the time. And then seeing
what an album.
It's just like it's so surreal.
And just having the owner of Trustkill, Josh, like hang out and talk to you.
Yeah. Oh, that was another one. He was really
I'm
nice
just like, oh my Lord, dude. Like I probably bought all your records.
Yeah.
Like back in the day.
No.
So it's just surreal to, during this whole, thing with the show, communicating back and forth. It's just wild that like I was on the receiving end of talking to these people and these bands.
Yep.
And it was just great. It was just a great feeling. It was a good way to end the year for our band.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
It was a nice little cap off.
Beautiful cap off. And you and Sal look like the guitar players in Walls of Jericho. And I was texting you from the side stage and I saw you guys. I saw you get the text.
Yeah.
And I saw you show Sal. I saw it from across the room at Starland.
That was funny.
It was hilarious, dude. But
very, very similar looking.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you're listening to a lot of Walls of Jericho.
This record in particular.
That record.
Really, whatever the title track was. No One Can Save You From Yourself.
And how long ago did that record come out?
This was 2016, so it's their newest one, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, just such a good record.
Damn. Well, I've been listening to a lot of Era lately. I don't know if you ever listened to Era.
Era? We played with them.
Oh, did we really?
Yeah, the Foxhole.
The what?
In Berkeley Heights.
Oh, shit, you're right. Oh, was that what this or the Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even realize
the
that.
Alpacalypse.
Wow, and Legion.
And Legion, yeah.
Well, they came back. They have some new music out, Legion.
Same guys?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of different members. But wow, I didn't realize we played with Era, dude, because they're huge now.
Well, Era actually opened that tour.
Wow, dude, that's wild.
Yeah, at VFW. It was Era, Legion, and This Is the Apocalypse, and I think one more band.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Day In, Day Out.
That was the local band,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And My Iron Heart. My Iron Heart. I think I think that was another one.
My Iron.
My Iron. Boop.
Remember we played a medley set of old songs at that show?
Yes, we did.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
I think we put like, what, 3 or 4 songs in a 5-minute song and mixed it together.
I think that was a whole Joe thing. I think Joe wanted to do that.
Yeah, that was a good show. Now, wasn't that his first show back with us? When he rejoined the band the first time or the second time or the third time? I don't know how many times he rejoined the band.
Possibly the 10th. I don't know.
Yeah. So I've been listening to a lot of Era. Architects put a new song out, which is really good. Mm-hmm. They just always release banger after banger.
I never got into them, honestly.
It took me a while to get into them. Like, Mark tried to turn me on to them a long time ago.
I know Mark is a big fan of them.
Big Architects fan. And then I went and I saw them at Gramercy Theater. And after that, I became a fan. And I just kept listening to their new stuff. And their new song is really good. And then a throwback band I've listened to a lot is Disturbed.
I was just listening to Believe yesterday.
Wow. Look at that shit. What a good record.
Not yesterday, 2 days ago. Because I saw this Instagram reel of that I sent you.
Yeah. You sent me a real thing, yeah. Well, we played my cover band. We played with the Disturbed cover band 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And then
were they all bald?
Dude, 3 of the guys were bald.
Yeah, did the one guy have the metal?
No. But he looks like David Draymond.
Oh my
God. They were so good, dude.
Yeah?
So good. And
I can't get into the newer Disturbed stuff though.
Yeah, it's a little tougher for me too. Like, I like the older records.
Yeah.
Like, Sound of Silence is a good song.
It is.
Like, David Draymond is like a top tier vocalist to me.
Yeah. Well, he's just like Howard Jones.
He's so talented, man.
Like, those two guys actually are able to sing very well as opposed to just, belt out shit.
Mm-hmm. But I've been listening to a lot of The Game from Disturbed. That song, I fell in love with that song after I saw Stricken, who's the Disturbed cover band, play it. And I'm just rocking that a lot. I think we're adding that into our freak set for our freak shows.
Stricken?
No, Stricken is the band that played. That's their band name.
Isn't that one of their songs?
It is one of their songs. Yeah. It's a good song too. But The Game has just caught my ear for some reason. I've just been hooked on listening to that.
Is that a whole record or is that one song?
It's off of the first record, The Sickness.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't listened to the entire thing of that record. I'm not even kidding.
All right, so we're drinking Seven Tribesmen tonight.
Yeah, again.
It's good shit. This has been brewing in my fridge since the last time you were here.
Has it been brewing in your fridge?
It's nice.
So we got Cherry Blush. This is a cherry blonde ale. Nice little label there.
It's cute.
And this is Pines Lake Pills. German style pills.
German.
This is one of our flagship beers. This way, I don't know if we're making that anymore. So
why?
It's exclusive.
Oh shit! I opened it. I should have put it on the shelf, bro. Ooh.
Oh! What the?
This is the beer guy, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not supposed to do that.
How did the beer guy fail? That is poor.
Oh no.
Well, I'm gonna get some paper teas.
Paper towels, please.
Oh man. Beer fail.
Might have overcarbed.
Overcarbed? What's happening?
Well, at least it'll fit in that glass. That's good.
Holy shit. Well,
technical difficulties.
Beer difficulties.
Beer difficulties.
Beer difficulties. Let me move my expensive...
Yes, please move all your expensive shit.
Before he fucks it all up.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Sorry, everybody.
That was funny, dude. I'm fine.
You have to get a little zoom in of that.
I'm fine.
Of the can.
Oh, yeah. That's going to get clipped, bro. That's getting clipped.
Did it get in your eye? Anything get in your eye?
Nope. I'm okay. I have protective glasses on.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, Seven Tribesmen, you guys are very busy lately. Seeing on your Instagram.
Yes.
How's business with 7T?
Business is very good. November has been a record month for sales so far.
Very nice.
Which, I'll brush my shoulders off on that one.
Okay. Well.
Not to mention the beer is very good.
It is good. I was mentioning to somebody the other day, like, the only beer I really like has been Veritage, and it's been Seven Tribesmen. Both handcrafted beer, right? So maybe that has a big deal to do with why I like it so much.
Well, it definitely has to do with, how you're feeling after the fact. Because some of these, these big breweries that produce, the Coors Lights, the Miller Lights, the Coronas of the world, they put additives in it as preservatives.
Right.
So it's not fully excellent. I get crazy acid reflux every time I drink anything like that. And whether it's because my stomach is a little sensitive or my esophagus is sensitive, it's just when you drink stuff like this, it doesn't do that for me.
No, it doesn't make me feel like shit either.
Yeah.
I was at where was I? Souls, Departed Souls Brewery in Jersey City.
For what was it?
For the early November, they released a beer. Very good beer. It was like a tangerine-ish flavor. I had a couple. That's a lot for me.
Oh.
And they had a hard seltzer there. It was like a fruit punch hard seltzer. I got the flight deck.
Okay.
Oh, I had like 5 beers. I tried them all. And really good. There was a 12%er there, which was very, very dark.
Yeah.
And I smelled it and I knew I didn't like it.
Did you try it?
I did. I didn't like it.
Oh,
I mean, like, it's not my thing. You know that it's not my thing. And then, so I like breweries. I think I want to go to more breweries.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to explore new places like that.
Yeah.
Get the feeling of, because you were a cider drinker for the longest time.
Right.
Before anything, it was like Angry Orchard, and then I guess you moved on to White Claw, and then...
Well, you showed me Ironbound.
Well, Ironbound, yeah.
And I like Ironbound a lot.
Yeah, I used to sell Ironbound.
I would prefer Ironbound over Angry Orchard.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's another thing, Angry Orchard's is mass-produced.
Right.
Ironbound's a farm cidery
in Jersey,
right? So...
Are they in Newark?
No.
Because Ironbound?
Asbury.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Asbury.
A lot of bands are doing the beer collabs now. So the Early November, I'm not too familiar with their songs. Mark is a huge fan of Early November.
I saw them with my friends Andrew and Jamie a while back at Poisson Rouge in the city. And some of the songs I liked, some of them I did not.
The singer's name is Ace Enders.
Yeah, Ace Enders, yeah.
So I had a nice conversation with him.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, because he knew me. He remembers me from Royden.
Oh.
And I was in the band Royden.
Yeah.
So we're talking. I'm like, yeah, my band now is called Ender. And it's not because of you, bud.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. Very nice guys. They have a lot of fun. Mark actually, which I forgot, Mark told me, he's like, yeah, that's the band that when I proposed to Katie, it was during their set on stage. So I completely forgot about that.
Funny story about that. My friends Andrew and Jamie were at that show.
Really?
And they remember when that happened.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah, that was my bass player, dude.
Wow. That's funny.
It's fucking insane.
Well, we were very inactive at that time, Ender. We weren't very active. We weren't doing anything. We were just friends. We weren't doing any band-related stuff. There was a good, 2 or 3 years we didn't do anything, Ender.
Yeah.
We were just shooting the shit. We would hang out a lot, but nothing ever came out of... We never talked about Ender. It was just something that was on the back burner for a while.
And sometimes you need to take a break.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that, it's still us. We got back into it like it was nothing. And we're sitting here on a podcast talking about nothing.
Who knew?
The podcast about nothing. And speaking of Mark, he's been pretty absent, right?
Yeah.
We miss him. We always miss Mark. We love Mark.
He's busy. I get
he's
it.
a very busy guy.
He's a very busy guy.
Dude,
he's got a ton of shit going on.
The brewery last night was bumping.
Yeah.
Bumping. It was like a nightclub up in there. But outside of Starland, the crazy thing is we have nothing else for 2024.
Nope.
And it's kind of crazy. Winter's crazy. Everybody's busy. You're busy at work. I'm busy with work and then sitting on the couch. Everybody's busy with work. So we normally take the winters off. Holidays come and go.
Well, we also learned to take winters off.
Oh,
from
yes.
touring during the winter time.
Tell that tour story, because I have
We
that
already
here.
did.
We told the tour story of almost dying.
Yeah, when our trailer went off the road.
Yeah, that
was the first podcast I was talking about.
Pretty crazy. And then there was another situation where we had Jade had to tow us up the hill. You remember that? Jeez. We got stuck down a hill in the snow, and we called some random person to come tow us up. Mm-hmm. And this guy's name was Jade. Lance would know the exact story. I'm going to have Lance come on here and talk about that, because Lance remembers fucking everything.
Yeah, he does.
He's
scary. It's
scary. His memory is scary. But do you have any tour stories you want to talk about in particular?
I mean, we discussed a lot of them before.
How about the time we went to this girl Aubrey's house with Destruction of a King? Mm-hmm. And it was a wild night.
Yeah, how so, Danny?
Well, there was a fire, right? Wasn't there somebody like lighting something on fire? I don't know. We partied hard with those dudes, and I think I might have had cellophane on my hand. Mm-hmm. And I might have like grabbed a cat's ass or something.
That's exactly what happened.
I didn't hurt the cat. I was just hanging out.
How do you know you didn't hurt the cat?
The cat's still alive today. So
well, I'm sure he's scarred for life.
Yeah, probably. But that tour was just a crazy tour with those dudes. Like, it was so much fun. And it really sucks that we
didn't get to play with them in Brooklyn recently.
We were supposed to play with them in August at this wrestling show with like Mark Henry and Schnitsky.
Yeah. Do you know how that went?
It went pretty good from what I saw. You know, unfortunately, our singer Joe got COVID, and we tried our best to save the night.
Hi, everybody. It's Casey from ENDER. Just to let you know, we got a merch store. We're selling some shirts, some windbreakers, some hoodies, tank tops, dad hats, the whole nine. Go to endermetalnj.com. Buy some shit.
Yeah, boop the nose of the dog. This dog is a whore. My God.
What are you doing down there?
Don't say that.
Not like that.
So you're wearing we're decked out in hockey shit. It's hockey season, right?
Hockey season.
Oh, man.
Because the last time we podcasted, it wasn't hockey season,
It was playoffs.
Was it?
Yeah, it was during the Rangers playoffs that were going on.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
But the Devils are not in it.
Devils were not in it. You know, and they won't be in it this year either.
So. Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Good luck.
So we're both wearing our respective teams' merchandise, except my hat's on backwards. I don't look good in a frontal hat.
No?
Not in a frontal hat.
I used to wear only backwards hats, too.
Yeah. You could pull it off. I don't know why. You look good in a frontal hat.
It's the dad hat. I can't wear the flat brims anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like makes your head look tall.
It does.
And my head is not that tall. It's not.
You don't have a tall head.
Oh. It's not like this, which is what those hats do. It's like really front loaded, like this.
Front loaded. You know, we learned something new on the ENDER podcast. Like, we don't talk normal.
No.
We come up with our own terminologies.
I mean, why stick to the norm?
Yeah. So what are your expectations for this hockey season for your team?
Playoffs, for sure.
Not happening.
Why do you think that? That doesn't even make sense.
Because they suck.
They don't, though. They're very good, actually. Have you watched the Devils game?
Why the fuck would I watch a Devils
game? So you don't even know. You don't even know. You know who's not making the playoffs? The Flyers.
Well, we can agree on hating the Flyers
and
together.
The Penguins.
Fuck the Pens.
Neither of those teams are making the playoffs.
Well, Crosby just hit 600 goals. Was it?
Was it 600 goals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a great brother. He's a great player, dude. You can't deny that.
No, and I definitely
can't deny it.
I appreciate Crosby through and through. He is the best player in the NHL.
Oh, I think it's McDavid. I mean, statistically, it's Crosby.
Statistically, it's McDavid.
But he doesn't have a cup. Crosby has cups.
Also true.
Also
true. But statistic-wise, McDavid has more projected points
Yeah.
in his career, or he's going to have more projected points in his career than Crosby. But I think Crosby just has. He's a complete two-way player. He's extremely reliable defensively. He'll score those, wow goals, and he passes.
He's got a sick
so
backhand.
Effortlessly. He's amazing to watch, honestly.
Yeah, he's consistent.
But imagine him on a different team.
Never.
Playing with
I can't.
But imagine him playing with like a Nathan McKinnon if they traded for him. That team would be unstoppable.
There's just some players that I can't see in another jersey. And I know everybody's tradable. Wayne Gretzky was traded from the Oilers.
Sure.
Who the hell would have thought that?
Nobody.
And then he was traded from the Kings, and then he was on his own route. So, but these guys today, like, I don't ever see McDavid being in a Rangers jersey or any other team's jersey. Same for Ovechkin, Crosby, Malkin. Kane was another one who I never thought would not be a Blackhawk.
Yeah.
But he's past his prime now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
he hasn't really helped Detroit. That's another team that's not making the playoffs.
Yeah, it's sad because they have the players, but
yeah, their coach, who looks like Gru, by the way. Shout out Gru, Derek Lalonde. But yeah, the Red Wings are coached by Gru.
Word. So they're just minions.
He's gonna steal the moon. Derek Lalonde's gonna steal the moon.
So you think the Devils are gonna make the playoffs?
They 100%.
And the Rangers will make the playoffs.
I think the Rangers will make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to be a top seed in the division.
I don't want them to be.
I
don't like that President's Trophy curse.
That's what I said last year.
I didn't want it.
When they won it, I'm like, they're not going to win the cup.
A lot of pressure.
It's too much pressure, and there is 100% a President's Trophy curse.
Yeah. Because when's the last time a President's Trophy team won the cup? It just never ends with this dog. So we're aiming for a Rangers-Devils Eastern Conference Finals again, which wasn't too good for the Rangers last time.
No, it wasn't.
Henrique ended that, right?
Henrique, it's over.
I was at a Muscle Maker Grill, eating Muscle Maker Grill when that happened.
I was at the bar next door to Prudential Center. At that time, it was called Edison Ale House. Now it's called American Whiskey, shout out. And, oh my God, insanity.
Do you ever eaten a dinosaur barbecue?
That particular one, I feel like I went to maybe once or twice. I've went to a couple in the city more.
Mm-hmm.
Dinosaur
really
barbecue.
Good.
It's not there anymore. It's called Mad for Chicken now.
Mad for Chicken.
Mad for Chicken. It's Korean fried chicken.
That's probably good.
Yeah. Probably.
So Rangers Devils Eastern Conference Finals. Who's on the Western end of that this year? You think the Oilers come back?
I don't know, man.
I was rooting for the Oilers.
Their goaltending is just really bad. Stuart Skinner.
Well, not last night against the Rangers, I'll tell you that much.
Well, do you know who?
It happens.
Who was in net for Edmonton yesterday?
It was Skinner.
It was Skinner, yeah. I actually just dropped him in fantasy, too. Blasphemy. From the West, I'm going to say Winnipeg, because they're amazing right now. And I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
I forgot about them.
Yeah, I know, because they were an irrelevant team for so long.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on this year, but they're playing out of their minds.
Connor Hellebuck in that? He's a great goalie.
Yeah.
He's a good goalie.
He's going to be, I think, the number one U.S. goalie for the Worlds.
Oh, damn.
I want to say. What's another West team? Colorado had a really bad start. Georgiev was playing like shit. But they're on the right track again. Dallas has been good. Who the hell else?
I think that kid's going to have Rookie of the Year.
Oh, Vegas looks really, really good again, of course.
I don't understand them, dude.
I can't stand them.
But what's the kid's name from Dallas? He's a rookie. Stankoven?
Stankoven, yeah.
Yeah, he's looking dope.
Yeah, he looks all right.
I think he'll win the Calder.
Yeah, he'll probably end up winning the Calder, but who's that one kid? Not Lane Hudson. There was another rookie that was kind of right behind him in points. I don't know. I'll think of it in a little bit, but yeah, Stankoven's definitely up there.
No, I'm really happy hockey's back, man. It's always depressing when hockey's not on TV.
Yeah. Because when hockey's not on, it's what is it? Baseball. Yeah.
And that was disappointing for the Yankees. So
I wasn't really following that much. I was actually more impressed that the Mets made it as far as they did.
I think everybody was shocked.
So, I mean, it would have been the Subway Series. Mets Yankees would have been
I think
insane.
I was rooting for
area.
that. I was rooting for that.
It would have been crazy.
Yeah, I think that would have been great. But also, you know, you have LA and New York, which is two big markets anyway.
Sure.
You know, we've had that in hockey. New York, New Jersey, they played the Kings in the 2 consecutive years.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what everybody wants.
How that ended for both of us.
Yeah. It's something we can both cry about.
Well, we won one more game.
Good for you.
We won.
Still lost.
We won 2 as opposed to 1.
Who gives a shit? And then we're in football season now. Our teams aren't doing too great.
I mean, mine's just a complete disaster and a half.
You're a Jets fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Saints fan, which is weird.
How did you become a Saints fan?
How did I? So the story was I wasn't a football fan. And then Sal had his bachelor party in New Orleans. So we went to New Orleans.
And I wasn't there.
You weren't in the wedding.
Yeah.
So maybe you should have. Mark was in the wedding, but he wasn't in New Orleans. It was just me, Sal, and his brother-in-law. And so, you know, we're wasted the whole time. And then we're just shouting Drew Brees in the streets. You know, 'cause I guess that's what you do. You're just like, Drew Brees! And then following that trip, I started working for the Giants.
That's right.
Doing the fan photography thing. And I
forgot you did that.
And again, I wasn't a football fan, so I started to get into it because I'm at all the home games. So I did that for 2 seasons. The first season, I kind of just watched the games. I didn't know who to like, and I kind of weeded out the teams I didn't like. You know, I didn't like the Giants or the Jets because they both suck. That's when Tom Brady was still in the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. So obviously not them.
I was like, too good. I can't start there. I considered the Cowboys until I saw how their fans reacted and acted at the game. And then I saw the Saints, and I was like, you know what? I like the Saints. I like the town of New Orleans.
Mm.
When I watched,
they had a good team at the time.
They had a great
too.
team. It was like the last year Drew Brees, or second to last season, Drew Brees was a part of the team.
And who was it was
yeah, Michael Thomas.
The running backs. Kamara wasn't on the team.
You had Kamara.
Kamara was there at that time?
Kamara was on the team. Drew Brees, and then you had the coach. Forget the coach's name. Sean Payton. And I liked how the team was. I liked the camaraderie amongst the team. I liked Drew Brees. And then when the Saints played the Giants, I happened to be able to meet Drew Brees for a hot second.
Oh, you did?
And I took a photo with him. He was very nice.
I've heard he's a very nice
Very nice. My phone messed up, and I said, oh, I'm so sorry. And he's like, no problem, take your time. And I was like, okay, you're winning me over by being a nice dude. Because if you weren't a nice dude, I'll be like, you suck, I don't like you.
Right.
But then I just kind of stuck with the Saints. And I'm a Saints fan, and everybody's always surprised when they hear that.
Everybody's a fan of weird teams sometimes.
That's the thing with football, is it's just not in the area. Like, here we have, 5 teams people like. Giants, Jets, Cowboys.
There's
Steelers.
A lot of Steelers fans around here.
A lot of Steelers fans.
Eagles,
yes. So you got a handful of teams in the tri-state area that it's not just dedicated to New Jersey or New York.
Mm-hmm.
So when someone asks me what's my football team, and I'm like, you're never going to guess it. Never. And nobody ever does.
Yeah, of course not.
But now I'm a football fan. I like football. It was really hard for me to adjust to the game. There's so many rules, regulations.
Way too many rules in football.
It was hard to keep up with, but big Saints fan now. Our teams are both doing terrible this season. I had a good 2 weeks at the beginning of the season where I was hyped up.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm just, I might as well be a Jets fan.
Don't be.
No, I would never be a Jets fan.
Don't subject yourself to it.
No.
There's really no reason to do that.
Yeah. So we've been away for so long from the podcast. We released a song.
We did.
We released The Straw.
Straw.
How do you feel about The Straw? This is going into the song, release of the song. You said this was going to be your new favorite song from Ender.
Still is.
It still is.
Oh, yeah.
So tell the people why you like the straw.
I mean, like I said before, you know, it has elements of things that people that don't like heavy music would like, and people that do like heavy music definitely like. So there's a hook in it, there's a heavy breakdown in it, but it's also very catchy in a lot of parts. It makes you want to listen to it over and over again, in my opinion, and just catch the little subtle nuances. And playing it live is so fun.
That's my thing too. It's really fun for me as a drummer to play that song.
Yeah. And it got featured in a TikTok that went viral.
Yeah. 2 million views.
More than that probably now at this
It's
point.
at 2 million as of yesterday.
You checked?
I checked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we talked about it last night, me and Sal.
Yeah.
And I told him the whole backstory about how it became to be, and it's just a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing how a stupid little video, stupid little dance can evolve into something huge.
Shout out Charlie Hollywood.
Charlie's the man. I'm going to have him on the show.
Oh, yeah?
We're going to have him on because he deserves it. He's a funny-ass human being. Also a very sweet human being. Works with animals.
Oh, yeah.
If you work with animals, you win us over probably immediately.
100%.
Because our whole band is animals. We love animals.
We're all animals.
We're all aminals over here.
Animals.
So after the straw, we have been pretty quiet with new music, but we have songs to work on. Are you excited to release new music in 25?
I couldn't be more excited, honestly, because I want to get back to that whole writing process. And
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, recording is fun, and this time around with the new, we still have new stuff, but then there's new that we need
stuff.
to do.
Yeah.
And that whole writing process is going to be different than the new stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because like we mentioned before, the new stuff was written, me and Sal wrote most of it during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And, 4 years later, we finally were able to be like, all right, what are we doing with these? Now we could do something with these.
Yep.
So me and Sal are pretty much past those songs. Like, we're over it. We've done it. So we're excited to actually create the process of being together, sitting here, sitting wherever, and jamming with each other again like old times. And I can't wait to see what we come out of that.
It's going to be
I think
fun.
it's going to be great.
I think we're all going to take influence from a lot of different things as well, just because we've grown so much since we actually got together and wrote songs together.
Right.
I think it'll be kind of a more interesting experience and something that we haven't done in a while. So there'll be some challenges, but I think once you get past the small challenges, I think we'll come up with some fun stuff.
Well, some advice to you for me is don't tell Sal something as generic as fuck. Because I don't want him to toss his guitar across the room again. And I will say that happened during the writing process of Pieces of Silver, which you love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, at that time, I think we were having trouble writing because there was a lot of butting
fuck
heads.
is that?
What?
What the fuck was that? Dude, why did a thumbs up just pop up on the screen? What was that?
Somebody was watching.
Dude, that was the weirdest fucking thing.
Somebody's watching and they agree.
If you're not watching this, and you're just listening, on the video version, I don't know if it's going to come up on the recording, but a big thumbs up just popped up on my face.
Your face.
I don't understand that. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I've never seen that in my life
Are you
before.
sure you didn't do that?
Dude, I have nothing here. I'm not touching anything.
Did I activate something?
I have no idea. Now we're just going to be doing a bunch of hand movements. That was great.
There you go.
What? That's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever encountered doing this podcast.
It's all right.
So
Weirder things have happened, I'm sure.
I mean, I don't know. That was pretty creepy. I forgot we were even talking about writing music or something.
Music, yeah. So I think there will pose some challenges.
Yeah, we were struggling during writing Descolada at that time.
At that time, we were struggling writing some things. And, you know, when you hear something that you've heard sometimes a million times before, it kind of goes in that general direction of genericism, if that's a word.
Genericism. Yeah.
It's another word that we're making up.
You weren't at the time seeing the big picture of the song. That's probably.
I wasn't. No, not at the time. I heard the riff and I went,
"This generic as fuck."
But when you combine that with other things and then composition, it all makes sense.
It's a hard thing when you're writing and you know you hear a part over and over and you're like, well, what can we change it up? Or I kind of had the big picture of things. I'm like, well, you're going to add vocals over it. You have to consider vocals.
Yep.
At that time also we weren't very structured in the writing process.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't verse, chorus, or hook or anything like that. We just kind of wrote what we felt came to mind, which is pretty organic. But I think this time around, having the knowledge that we have, we can come up with even better stuff than what we've been releasing.
More technology now.
More technology. So you hear it in the songs now, which is crazy.
We're able to add a little bit more texture than
a lot
we
of texture.
Used to.
Yeah. Because on This Is Revenge, there's none.
Yeah.
It's just straight instruments, which is cool, but
even on Descolada, there wasn't really all that much. There was, but
Kevin added a little bit here and there, which was awesome. But this time around, we're kind of like, we want more color, we want more flair, because we're able to put that on a live track and bring it to a show, which we were never able to do before. So 2025, we're putting a new EP out, and then we are going to do a re-release of This Is Revenge, which I personally am very excited about.
I am too. Granted, there's a couple songs on there that I kind of don't want to do, but
I mean, likewise, but
you know,
even though there's a couple songs I don't want to do, those songs kind of helped Ender be Ender.
Yeah.
And without those songs, what would we have? What's one song you don't want to do? Delahoo.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And Break Shit.
Yeah, but dude, people love that song for some reason.
I know.
know,
it's fun. It's just it doesn't really.
What are you most excited for redoing that album?
Fakes and Thieves.
Fakes and Thieves. Yeah.
That was my favorite song on the record.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm just really excited to be able to hear it and hear how Kevin can turn it into something bigger than it was.
Yeah.
With his production and mixing and skills.
He'll definitely be able to put his own expertise and insight into it, that's for sure.
Yeah. So I'm stoked on that. The one song I'm excited to hear is a better version of Panty Sniffer Does Porn.
Yeah.
I really am excited for that. Because we've done a bunch of pre-production here, me and Sal, and it already sounds good. And it's not even a final product. It's just us jamming, and it sounds better than what was released off Eulogy in 2010.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but it happens.
But yeah, it'll be fun, and it'll be productive too, and it'll get some of those ideas that we had while we were, when we recorded it, and then when we started playing the stuff live.
You get more ideas, right?
I think we kind of added some changes
Definitely.
that we wanted to do, and then we can add that into the actual re-recordings and stuff, and it'll sound much, much better and much more refined. And
I think we do that with everything we record and release, though. Because you write it, you record it, and then you take it home, and then you're like, oh, I do this, and then we do it live. So I'm excited to have that. That record means so much to me personally. So I'm excited. That's a busy year. 2 releases.
2025 is going to be a busy year.
A couple shows. We're not going to do as many. We have one unannounced show that we're going to do, and we're excited for that. Very excited. We're being very picky about where we play. Mm-hmm. I want to play all the shows. Honestly, I do. I would play all the shows, but it makes sense to kind of pick and choose because my back hurts. So carrying
Your
all
back
shit,
hurts.
My back hurts. Spinal.
Oh God! You sit down.
Carrying all my shit.
Wah.
Well, I'm stoked on it.
Sits down while he plays.
Oh, well. What do you want me to do?
Stand up while you play. That's what I want you to do.
Yeah?
See what happens. Test the waters.
Yeah. So Casey here is taking the role of Mr. Merchman.
Yes.
So do some promoting of the merch.
We have an online store that you can find all of our merch at currently, and I will ship it directly to your house.
This dude is going to touch it.
I will touch it.
He's going to send it to you.
I might do some other things with it before I send it to you, too. You
Whoa.
never know.
Whoa.
You can request that.
So you enjoy doing the merch for us?
I do, yeah. It's, me being in sales, it kind of goes hand in hand with that, and doing tons and tons of inventory at all times also goes hand in hand. My previous jobs, inventory, sales, yada yada. Current job, inventory, sales, looking at inventory, look at stock, look at what's available, keeping track of everything. So naturally, it kind of makes sense for me to do it, and I like doing it. So, but yeah, EnderMetalNJ.com.
Sick.
That is
Buy
where
something.
You can find the merch store and a bunch of other little snippets that we have. I think most of everything that we do is on that website as well.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
You
either.
do. You
I haven't
put
touched
that
it.
together.
I haven't touched it in a while. I haven't touched it.
But I think it's I own the domain though, don't I?
Yeah, it's under your name.
Yeah, it's under yeah, it's right. Fucking own that shit.
Dude, we worked at Crocs together.
Yeah, we did.
Dude. Talk about sales. We were slinging Crocs,
We
dude.
were slinging Crocs.
Man, what a good time that was.
Rubber shows.
Yeah.
Rubber shows.
I don't think we ever worked. I think it was rare that we worked.
No, we worked.
But we always had
During
people.
the holidays?
Well, yeah, we
Oh
always,
my
but we
God.
always had people hanging out. Like, oh, let's go hang out with the Ender guys. Casey and Danny are there. And then we're just hanging out, and then slinging Crocs,
Slinging Crocs.
flicking gibbets.
Flicking gibbets.
Dude, there was a time where we all pretty much worked in that hallway
Yeah.
at the mall,
Mark-
except for Sal.
Sal did not, yeah. Joe worked at Skechers?
No, it was the female shoe store next door. I forget the name of it. Aldo,
Oh,
I believe. He was the guy in the back.
that doesn't even
Not Aldo.
doesn't even exist anymore, right?
I don't think so.
Oh,
But he was the guy in the back putting the women's shoes together.
Stock boy.
Stockman Joe.
Stockman Joe. Mark was at CCS
Yeah, he was.
with who else worked at that store? That we
Risa,
knew?
our girl Risa. Risa, what's up, girl? Wow, that was fun. And then Sal would just come on Friday nights and then get the
Buy
hat
hats.
at Lids.
Yep. Buy hats.
Get some
at
chicken
Lids.
teriyaki.
Get chicken teriyaki.
And we'd
We
hang
all
out.
Just hang out at the Crocs.
Hang out. We had nothing else to worry about in those times.
I didn't have a car at the time, so I was taking the bus in.
I didn't have a car
think
either.
You didn't either.
I had
yeah.
the van. Actually, I had the van.
Yes.
So I drove the van around.
Right.
And we would hang out in the van, right? When it was nice out. And, wow. We were just at different stages in our life at the time.
Totally different. Oh my god. So bananas.
And at one point, I think you were working 2 jobs.
I was working at Hot Topic at the same time.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, so I'd open at Crocs,
Yeah.
and then I'd close at Hot Topic.
Wow. Dedicated.
Not every
man.
day, but
Yeah, definitely not.
at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah. Those are
So-
easy jobs to do, man.
Yeah, I mean, any job comes with its own stress, but
And I think you would come over and sleep over most nights after we worked. We watch hockey, play video games, and just be boys.
just hang out.
Yeah, I have plenty of videos of you snoring on my couches.
Hmm. I don't really do that anymore.
Good boy.
I do, but I don't.
Yeah,
I have it under control now.
good. Because in the Casey, Mark, and Joe were the biggest snorers in the band. Me and Sal were not snorers. I think I'm a snorer now.
Are you?
I think so. But back in the day, you guys kept me and Sal up.
Well, because when you're sleeping upwards like that and your head is back or to the side or, whenever your neck is at a weird angle,
Yeah.
it happens. Especially when you're sitting up and your head's kind of tilted back. Like it's almost automatic that
Right.
that it kind of just.
So are you diagnosed with like sleep apnea?
I wasn't
Ma-
diagnosed, but I
I
probably
know
do
Mark
have
was
it.
because he had the mask and everything.
The CPAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should. I think it'll help.
There was times where we thought this dude was gonna die because he would just like and not breathe, and we're like, dude, touch Casey, and then he goes, like, holy crap.
Yeah, not great, but
Yeah, I remember this one time we were playing video games. We were playing hockey video game, and it was like, I don't know, it was probably late, and we're playing against each other, and we're playing games, and then his player is just skating in the corner.
Skating in the corner.
He's just skating in the corner, not going there. I'm like, dude. And I turn around, he's fucking passed out with the controller. And I'm like, fuck this dude.
Good.
I'm going to fucking score.
It was. It's taking that puck from him.
Yeah, fuck this guy. I win. But
Serves me right. I fell asleep. So
you fall asleep.
What was I supposed to do?
Well, Casey falls asleep anywhere. I've seen him sleep in the most uncomfortable chairs on tours and at houses and in my places. You find a spot and he sleeps, and that's good for him.
It's
Kudos.
pretty easy, honestly.
Kudos
I
to
don't
you
know.
because
Especially when you're tired from playing shows and loading and unloading equipment.
yeah, that's exhausting. So, you have anything else you want to talk about?
I think we covered our bases, honestly.
Word. Well, it's been fun to have the podcast back. It's fun to hang out, shoot the shit with you as always. It's holiday season, so let's do some holidays.
Everybody stay safe.
Have a good turkey.
Have a good, healthy Thanksgiving meal. Drink a lot of beer. Drink a lot of wine. Drink a lot of
Enjoy.
whiskey.
Ooh, drinking a lot of whiskey. I'm not doing that.
Everybody
hey.
at the bar getting tipsy.
Oh my god. You heard a country version of that song?
Yes.
Fucking crazy. I'm like, is this real?
Shaboozy.
I'm like, is this fucking real right now?
It
Like,
is.
this is what we're doing now in
real.
life is country music is just taking rap songs now.
It's true.
Wild.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's now a thing.
I hear it all day at work 'cause we got the radio on.
It's big in this country now.
Well, Jelly Roll's awesome.
Is he?
He's great, dude. Yeah, definitely check out Jelly Roll. The drummer was the drummer in Sylar, which is wild, dude. Crazy.
The drummer of Sylar is playing for Jelly Roll.
Cody Ash is the drummer of Jelly Roll. This dude cannot be any happier.
I mean, yeah, he's
Seriously.
probably making a fuck ton of money, too.
Dude, he's got a hot girlfriend. He's playing fucking stadiums and arenas. Bro, he's got a mullet. You have to have a mullet if you're in a
Have to have a
country
mullet.
band. But, yo, dude, Jelly Roll's great, man. Check Jelly Roll out. He's got a great message to go with him.
What's
He's a
that?
very positive dude. He's just grateful for life.
Mm.
You know, he didn't have a great upbringing. He's very heavy set. He's got a smoking hot wife, dude. Dude's got it. But he is just so grateful of what he has. He doesn't take anything for granted. And every time he has a microphone, dude, he's just thanking God and thanking the world. And his music is really good. I think you would enjoy it, honestly. We're not country dudes. Listen, you know I'm not. That's all Sal. But I got Hardy. I got Jelly. I like a little bit of it. I'm not getting too crazy with the country.
Do you think there's
I'm not
gonna
getting
be,
fucking flofers anytime soon.
Do you think there's going to be an artist that comes out named is like Sandwich or something, and then
Jelly Roll sandwich.
yeah, or Donut, and then they call their project Jelly Donut?
Jelly Donut. Jelly Roll's a weird name.
It's gonna happen. Someone's gonna come out with the name Donut, and they're gonna do a collab, and they're gonna call it Jelly Donut.
So that's your country band. Is Donut.
Jelly Donut?
Jelly Donut.
No, my country band's Donut.
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 Okay.
But it'll be spelled weird.
How are you spelling donut in your country band?
Like DOE, like dough,
Oh, okay.
like dough, and then nut will be NUUTT.
Donut. German country. Donut.
Donut.
All right, well, let's cut the cord. We'll get back at it. Just want to thank everybody for sticking around, watching the Ender podcast, fucking around with us. Thanks for supporting. Have a good Thanksgiving. Let's go fucking Rangers.
Let's go Devils.
Let's go fucking
Let's
Rangers.
go fucking Devils.
Let's go fucking Rangers.
Devils.
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 All right, whatever.